stream with Pigpen, the one and only. All right, guys, very, very cool episode for you tonight. I got a friend of mine, a fellow YouTuber, and I'll just go right ahead and introduce him right now. It is Asho Speed, the King. Asho, what's going on, my man?
I'm good, man. I'm glad you came to my car show.
Oh, dude, that was awesome, guys. So Asho had a car show. Was it? I don't know. Was it yesterday? Day before? I'm all. And it was so cool. Like I tried so hard to get into his live because he's here at my live streams almost every single live stream. So I found out he was having a car show, and I was like, hey, I gotta get in it. I gotta get on his live stream. This would be cool. And I tried and tried and tried to get into the lobby. Finally, after what, like an hour, 2 hours or something, I finally got into the lobby on his live stream, which was super cool for me at least, because I'm live streaming all the time. But to actually get on someone else's live stream was really cool, a lot of fun. So I just had to return the favor, have Asho Speed, the King, here on my live stream. Guys, you can find him here on YouTube. It's Asho Speed, the King. And you got a lot of... Nick, I think you got a lot of noise in your background or something, right? Is that you? So, but there's a party in his pants. So, with me as well is fellow admin in the group, good friend of mine, Craig Wood. Craig, how you doing this fine evening? I can't complain. Long day, a lot of work, but this is how I unwind. I come home, eat some food. Oh, I gotta crack open a beer. How'd I almost forget that? Crack open a beer, live stream with everybody. We're gonna talk about, so I had Whiskey Wednesday yesterday, and I didn't have a chance to live stream after Carbonated, so that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna talk about some of the future features that Carbonated may or may not implement in the game. Some really cool ideas, stuff we want to talk about. They talked about, we'll talk about stuff we're going to talk about that they didn't talk about that, hey, maybe it's a good idea, maybe it's not. With me as well, another really good friend of mine, racing rival leader of the team, Sam Crow Racing. It is Nick, a.k.a. Bird. Bird, you there?
Yep, how's everyone doing?
We're doing great. So let's just get right to it. I watched Carbonated's live stream just a few minutes ago. I finished it up. It's here on YouTube. They live stream it on Twitch, and then they put it up a day later here on YouTube because I didn't get to watch it yesterday. I had Whiskey Wednesday. I drank my face off. I ate about 7 pounds worth of Chinese food and drank a ton of whiskey. And I didn't get to watch it, but I watched it today on YouTube, and now we're going to talk about it. It's some really cool ideas, a lot of stuff. I took some notes once again, trying to do that all the time. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do so. And at the same time, guys, check out Asho Speed, the King, here on YouTube. He puts up some really cool live streams, a lot of good content. He had a car show yesterday, which we'll talk about in a little bit. That was a lot of fun. Asho, before we actually get into Carbonated's Twitch feed and all this, tell people about your YouTube channel. Like, I watch it. I enjoy it. You're actually a very entertaining, very likable, charismatic guy. And when you draw, at least my attention, you draw my attention into what you're doing. And I sat there for probably a couple hours yesterday when I wasn't even in the lobby. I was tuning cars, and I had your live stream going, and very entertaining. So, like, what are your favorite videos to do? What do you like to do, or do you have a favorite?
I like to live stream a lot, and I like to lose my cars and paints because, your boy's not that good at paints. Still learning that. About me, I started my YouTube channel ranking, and it went good from there. You also inspired me because I saw how you rise, and I'm like, you know what, I gotta be like Pigpen. You're the reason I know how to draw close. And and
Wow.
just very happy person.
Yeah, all right. So you did a car show yesterday, and how long was that live stream? How long did it go?
That went 4 hours. I started at 5:55 and then
4 hours. 4 hours.
4 hours and 30 minutes.
That was a long live stream. I was there for, I can't say I was there for 4 hours, but I was there for a good portion of it. I couldn't get into the lobby to actually be on your live stream for the most part, but I sat there listening to it, and it was funny. Every time you got challenged, man, because I'm sitting there in my garage tuning cars, and I had my phone going over here with your live stream on it, and every time you got challenged, man, it makes that challenge noise. We all know the challenge noise. And I instantly freak out because I'm like, I thought it was coming from my iPad every single time. And I'm like, who's challenging me? How can they challenge me? I'm in the garage. And then I'm like, oh, no, that's Asho doing his live stream. And it kept catching me off guard every single time. But,
Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
yes, don't do drugs. There we go. Okay. Man, so let's just get into it. So Carbonated starts off with, they explain the difference between UI and UX. UI is user interface, and that's like all the buttons, all the icons, everything you see on your screen, you know, whether it says turf or whether it's your car or whether it's your bank account or whatever, that's your user interface. UI, and then there's UX, which I don't even know what UX stands for, but basically it's UX is your experience and how you touch, how do you interact, and how you transition throughout the game. That's your UX. What is up, Joey Gomez? How you doing? Appreciate you hanging out with me this evening. You guys could be doing anything in the world, but for some reason you're here with me, and that's awesome. I love it. Actually, you're here with us. With me right now, if you're just joining, myself and fellow YouTuber Asho Speed the King. You guys should check out his YouTube channel. He's got some really, really awesome content and live stream. Asho, you there? Why don't you say hello to everybody?
Hello, guys. What's up? It's your boy Asho Speed. Glad to be here. It's already fun.
All right.
Silly old Craig.
Oh,
Pigpen.
look at that. Dan. My brother's killing me.
The super chat.
My brother's killing me. A $19.99 super chat. Watching Pigpen on the new big screen. He got a new one apparently. Sending some love. Dan, I am. What's that?
Talking about TVs. I said bigger is better. How big is this TV?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Dan, how big's your TV? Alex Cruz, what is up? He says, what's up, Joe? And I say, what's up, Alex Cruz? Donna Smith here. Let me introduce you to my next guest. You guys know him. Is none other than Craig Wood. Craig, how you doing? Good. Good to be. Very good to be here. Very good.
Tree says Asho's, I guess mic sounds bad. It sounds like he's in a crab. You on the crab rap show? Quite possibly.
Oh boy. 65-inch Samsung curved. All right, and you guys know my third guest. He's here all the time. Leader of one of the oldest, if not the oldest, active team and racing rivals, Bird, aka Nick. How you doing?
Good. How's everyone doing?
We're doing just fine. Is your team the oldest? Do you have that claim, the oldest, or is it?
Say we do.
Okay. All right.
But the oldest active, I'm sure there's a couple teams out there that might not be as active, but I want to say we are.
All right. Nick's Lugnuts X69 says, "Sup, Nick?"
Good old Lugs.
Yeah, good old Lugs, of course. Pigpen, is there any chance you can show me how to launch the Honda NSX Type, what is it? Type R, is it? I don't know. I might be able. I might just be able to do that, but any kind of launching tutorials are going to probably wait until 7.0 are 7.0 is out. I don't want to do a new perfect launch tutorial for a car just to have it not even be available in 7.0 or to have it change dramatically. So I'm going to hold off on those, but if it's in there 7.0, I'm going to start doing some more. I'm going to revisit my whole perfect launch tutorial videos. So guys, expect more of those. All right, so Carbonated had a live stream on Twitch, and a lot of the ideas are really good ideas, but they're not going to be implemented quite yet. Maybe down the road, maybe another live stream. We'll see more, but Jesus, that's a huge TV. Look at that thing. Sorry, my brother's just showing me a new TV. I was going, excuse me. Yeah, so that's a nice TV, Dan. So, but these might be in another future update. We're going to talk what they told us. And guys, I know, Nick, you are super, super involved with teams, your team especially, but you like the team aspect. And they did actually talk about some of the team, like things they want to do to team lobbies. There's going to be a team. They want to do a team lobby, which I thought it was so cool.
Yeah, well, what they were talking about, it seems like they can open up all kinds of doors for you.
I'm telling you, Nick, I'm gonna continue to have you on the live stream, and the more you talk about team activity, honestly, I think the closer it becomes a reality in the game. Like a lot of the stuff you've been playing the game forever, and a lot of the stuff you're talking about makes sense for a player, but not only that, it makes sense for the game. Like, these are ways to really improve the game. So new players come to the game, new players play more, new players stay longer, and eventually they become old players like us. Instead of getting chewed up, spit out, just as quick as they fire up their app. So, but you've got some really good ideas you've come up with in the past, and we're just going to continue to talk about these because the more we talk about them, these are ideas that maybe somebody out there might hear and go, hey, that's a really good idea.
I just think the more activity for the club gets people more involved.
Absolutely.
And you can take a new guy and, he'll get into the game because you have that club aspect. When the game first started, that's what it was all about. Before turf, everyone was stuck to their club and you grew a bond with people.
Yeah, it was a little different game back then, and I'd like to see it get a little bit more closer, tight knit community as far as teams, and we're always going to have the team rivalry. That's never hopefully going to go away. But behind the scenes, there's a lot of ways we can challenge each other outside of turf. They were talking about some of these ideas. Like they were having one called like the list, where now not only your teams can battle it out in turf, but now you can battle it out with your own players, like rank up within the team, which I thought was pretty cool.
I like that idea.
There were some other ideas, that they talked about team activities and stuff. There's a lot going on right now, and unfortunately, some of these things we're gonna have to wait, obviously. But I think there's some really good ideas. There's some really good ideas out there, and I want to hear like some of our viewers right now, like your ideas, because I know everybody out there's got ways to improve the game, and it may be a good idea, maybe a not so good idea, but you know what? Let us know. We'll talk about it. We can bounce ideas off of each other, and who knows? Maybe one day you say something, you have an idea, and they implement it into the game. And you go, yeah, that was my idea. Like Brian Gutierrez had an idea about like a car VIN number, and it has the history of the car. Like it went from Pigpen. Pigpen had it. He won it in turf, from turf. And then Brian came along and beat me for pinks, took that car. And then Brian lost it to Sticky Ricky, who's here painting a car for his son. But he's listening. And then Ricky decides to race Craig for it. Craig loses. Nah, just kidding. Craig wins. And then you can go through and, no. And you can go see, and you can actually follow the history of the car from day one to your garage. I think that's an awesome idea because I've always wondered, what's the history of this car? Like, how long did this car's been in the game? It's a season 1 turf car, so it's been here forever. But who had it? Where did it come from? So Brian had that idea, and I thought that was a really, really awesome idea. And then they came into other ideas like if you win a car, like a model, it's a first model. There's all sorts of numbers and stuff. It's just a really good idea. I liked it.
You know, there's a lot of people that don't like these ideas, a lot of people that do, but the part I like is they're actually listening and taking our ideas.
Right.
So some ideas can't be implemented.
No.
Some ideas can't. So at least they're listening.
Right. I mean, you throw it out an idea and they talk about it and they say, you know, that's not the direction we want the game. But hey, they're listening. That's the coolest part is like you throw an idea out there, whether it's on Facebook, whether you hear in the live chat, whether we talk about it, whether it's on in-game, maybe, you know, you send a private message to somebody and, you know, somebody like Daniel and you see him in game and say, hey, Daniel, how about this? And then Colby, like during their live stream, you know, you put a message up and say, hey, what about this? And Colby's like, hey, you know what? That's actually a pretty good idea. That's interesting. We might be able to roll with that. We may find a way to get that into the game. May not be exactly how you're explaining it, but, or maybe, you know what? You say you have an idea and they say, you know what? As a matter of fact, we have that coming out already because it's a great idea. Or they just say, you know what, Pigpen, your ideas, not so good. But, you know.
So pretty much the VIN number is going to be like, show me the Carfax.
Show me the Carfax, right? Cheers, yeah.
Hey, read what your brother wrote. Give an
Yeah.
audience.
He says, watching Pigpen has become an event here in East Liverpool where he lives. Got Brian, Brittany, Lakin, George, Justin, and Mark here in the living room watching your live stream, watching my live stream. Yeah. And they're eating pizza and drinking beer. Sounds like a party to me. I'm drinking beer, no pizza. Hey, where's your pizza from? Hey, PJ, the DJ of RR. $2 super chat. Yes, PJ, you are the superstar DJ of RR. Community art show off or contest. Share the love. What is it? Community art show off or contest? That'd be an idea. Actually, you know what? I got an idea. You just gave me an idea, PJ. We could do two things. We'll talk about that another day. There's some really good ideas there, PJ. I appreciate the super chat, and I appreciate your good ideas. Ah, man. Dan, where's the pizza from? Asho, $2 super chat. That's $4 for Asho. $4. Orlando's Pizza's back? I didn't know Orlando's was back. I don't think it's the original, right? Anyways, so this would have been really good for you, Asho. Asho, like he had the live stream yesterday, 4 hours and what'd you say, 30-something minutes?
Yeah, 4 hours and 30 minutes. It was crazy.
So this would have been really, really good for you yesterday. Custom lobbies. And I know there's games that have it where you can, in a sense, where you can have a custom lobby and like Call of Duty has it. You can make a custom lobby and you can set your own rules. And maybe that's not the direction that we go here in Racing Rivals, but set your own rules. You know, in Call of Duty, you can have only use this specific gun, or these were the rules of the game. If this was the game, and you know, and you could set it for everybody. Oh, it took over. Bruno's folded. What the hell's going on? How does a pizza joint fold? That doesn't make sense. How does a pizza place go out of business?
The name was Bruno's.
Well,
hey, what's wrong with Bruno's?
I like Bruno's.
Here comes the Italian guy.
I actually liked, there's a pizza place that I like, and it was a hometown. The pizza in Ohio is a little different, but there's one in the town I grew up in, East Liverpool, was really good. I like it. It was Bosco's. It was up on the hill. Bosco's was really good. Different pizza. Anyways, we're not talking about pizza. We are talking about pizza, but let's move on. Shitty pizza. That's how Lugnuts called it. He's like, shitty pizza. That's how they go out of business. We got. Yeah. So yeah, before we get going any further, guys, I'm gonna be live streaming with some buddies Saturday night back at my buddy's bar. He's got a bar in his basement, and it's gonna be 3 of us this time. We're gonna be hanging out, drinking beer. We're gonna be talking about all the weird stuff we find on the internet, just funny stories, stuff, guys. So make sure to join me. Hang out Saturday night while you're turfing, while you're whatever. If you have a pet cat, you have to shave your cat. Hang out while you're shaving your cat. If you have to shave your grandma's legs, take a break, hang out with Pigpen, drink some beer, whatever you want. Hang out with me. We're there. We're going to have a lot of fun. That just got weird all of a sudden, didn't it?
Where did that come from?
Surprisingly, it didn't come from you, Craig.
You would expect that right from Craig's mouth. Hey, somebody out there might have to clip their grandmother's toenails or something, or I don't know. I'm just saying. Tree says, "How did you know, Joe?" Hey, I know these things, Tree. I know these things. So hang out with me Saturday night. We're gonna be drinking some beer, talking about some weird stories we found on the internet, and maybe do some, I don't know. We're going to toss around some ideas. We're just seeing what's out there, exploring our options. So, guys, hang out with me Saturday night, probably about 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to go until we pass out. So, anyways, this custom lobby, Asha, would have been really good for you because you were doing the car show, and I spent 2 hours trying to get onto your live stream into the lobby. And as we all know, you can't join a friend anymore unless it's in a private lobby, but you can only join one friend. So if they change these, which looks like eventually they will, you could do a car show and we could all be in the same lobby, and it would be so much easier than it was.
That'd be amazing. And there's going to be like a lot of people in the lobby. Yeah, a lot of people struggling to get in because it was just filled up, right? You had to fresh in 2 hours.
Yeah. So I got to give a shout out to Sticky Ricky, Ricky CTSV. Much love to you, Ricky. I haven't talked to Ricky. Me and Ricky talk all the time, but we haven't actually talked the last couple of days. Which, Ricky, I know you got your phone. Give me a call. We'll talk, man. I was cooking the other day in the kitchen, and Sunday we talked. It was a lot of fun. Ricky's a good guy, so shout out to Ricky. Ricky CTSV. Rodrigo Alberto, Pigpen, what happened with your perfect launch videos? Rodrigo, we're going to revisit those real soon. I just want to wait for 7.0 to drop. There's no sense in doing a perfect launch tutorial now just to have the car be completely removed from the game or thrown into your legacy garage come 7.0. So once 7.0 comes out, we find out what cars will be added to the game. I'll be doing my perfect launch tutorials again, but I just want to kind of wait till 7.0 drops, the dust settles, and you can expect more videos. So until then, we're just going to be doing the live stream deal. It's going to be a lot of fun. But until then, beer. Got nothing else, beer. Ricky. So there's 3 Rickies in the lobby. So there's Sticky Ricky, Ricky Mac. Who's the 3rd Ricky? There's a 3rd Ricky here. So who's that 3rd Ricky? Anyways, while we find out who the 3rd Ricky is, Craig, let's let's talk about like what would if you had a choice. I'm going to put you on the spot, Craig, because you're so damn quiet.
Hold on, my son's trying to talk to me at the same time. It's like too many choices. Like, here, get a snack, please. Get a snack.
He's not really this quiet.
His name is Pigpen. That's his real name. First name Philip, last name Pen.
That's my real name, huh? Oh,
So,
CTS Ricky.
I can't help what he looks like. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That's why you got time to help.
All right, so.
And I'm gonna get his ass back to 26.
All right. I'll put Asho Speed the King on the hot seat right now, guys. Before I do that, though, make sure to check out his YouTube channel, Asho Speed the King, right here on YouTube. Asho, if you had to put one idea into the game, something new that's not there, what would it be? What is your like biggest wish list idea for Racing Rivals?
I don't know. That's such a hard question because there's a lot of stuff I want to put in.
Ooh, Edward just said Craig is clipping his grandmother's toenails. That's why he's quiet. Ooh. So,
my grandma lives in Florida, douchebag.
Ooh, those are some big toenails. So,
and I would do it if she asked, okay?
Cheers, Rodrigo.
Anyways,
So what's your guys' biggest wish list?
Maybe a trade system, but you'd have to pay gems to use that trade system. You know, so at least some money will go back into the game and people won't complain about getting scammed. I know it's at your own risk, but a lot of people trade regardless, and a lot of people always complain about scamming. Maybe somewhere you can put that in.
Yeah. See, I'd like to have a trading system. Yes and no. I've always thought it would be a great way for people to buy and trade, because it's going to happen. People are going to buy, trade, sell all the time. But over the years, I have seen so many players get scammed out of cars and they quit, which does the game no good. But on the other hand, Nitto Legends had a trading system for cars and it was exploited. People were losing parts off their cars mid-race. People would steal their performance parts, steal their wheels off their car mid-race, even steal their cars out of their garage. So it does have a door that could be opened for backdoor hacking and all sorts of stuff. So I'd hate to see that happen to the game. I really would. There's some pros, there's some cons. And then the other thing, my concern is if there was a trading system, my biggest concern is that it would take away from the racing for pinks aspect of the game. Right now, you want somebody's car, you race them for pinks, you take their car, or they take your car. And I don't know if it would actually take away from the spirit of that to have a trading system in the game, because it's a Pokemon, it's a trading game now, not a, cutthroat rivalry game. So there's some bad things, there's just some bad aspects to the game. Yeah. So Ricky Mack, he says, I was one of those people who quit because of scammers, but Pigpen brought me back. Imagine that. That's awesome. Straight pink slip. That's how I got all my max turf. So that's what iVoodoo says. Yeah. So there are some good things about a trading system. Absolutely. Keeps people from getting scammed, keep them in the game. They're going to buy, trade, and sell, and it's just a safe environment to do it so you don't get scammed. But then again, you have to look at the negatives, which would be, it would open the door for, hacks, for people to lose cars out of their garage, for, the game to change completely. So.
Hey, Joe, why don't you tell everyone who brought you back into the game?
Two individuals. Well, two of those two are right here on the live stream with me. So basically what happened was, when was this? How long ago was that? It was about 6 months ago. Yeah, 6 months ago. I don't know, man. The game was just, for me, it was just very repetitive. Getting old. It was turf, turf, turf. Then it's day off, day off, day off, day off. Turf, 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 day off, day off, day off, day off. Over and over and over. That was it. You know, every now and again I do some, you know, videos for, you know, oh, they had a new crate. They had, but it was just getting so repetitive. And when you're in turf, so I got bored, and honestly, I started losing interest, and I was like, this is no good. Like, if I'm not excited about something, I am not gonna play it. I'm not gonna, you know, sugarcoat things, and I just got really, really burnt out. So I took, so, well, it was recommended that I take don't quit, just take some time off. So I did. I took some time off, and I didn't even play. I played other games out there. I went back to playing Call of Duty and some other games. I even started playing chess. I love chess. I suck at it because I'm not very smart, but I play chess. I'd rather play checkers as my speed. I like checkers,
I
but
like chess. I take chess over anything.
no, I love chess. I do. I love chess. I'm not turfing Javante because I'm live streaming right now. I'm not talented enough to do both at the same time. But I'm live streaming right now, and I do turf, and I will be turfing. So, but anyways, I took a break from Racing Rivals for at least a month or two. I don't know what it was, and I was just like, you know what? And then one day, these two fine individuals with me right now, Craig and Nick, they were both like, yo, you got a turf. You got a turf. And I was just like, I don't know. And you guys, what did you say to me? You guys told me I had no choice, right?
Pretty much.
I was giving you all the cards. You didn't have to build anything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So eventually.
I was going to send you nudes. If you didn't turf, I was going to send you some nudes of myself. So you were like, damn it.
Yeah. Craig was like, if you don't turf, I'm going to send you nudes of him. He's going to send me nudes of himself. So I was like, I have no choice. Absolutely no choice. I have to turf because if I...
And he still got the pictures waiting to send it to somebody.
Dude.
Yeah, somebody had to give them.
If I ever saw this, I would have to wash my eyeballs out with Clorox bleach, to be honest with you.
Hey, if I showed my chest and my stomach, I was just like Channing Tatum, okay?
Who?
I swear to God. Channing Tatum.
Oh.
The actress?
No, not the girl.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm not familiar with her. Oh, it's a dude. My bad. Sorry, Craig.
Thunderbomb said, I saw the nude. It's not bad.
Not, yeah. Not bad. Not bad. He's got the triple. Craig's got the triple nipple, huh? Not bad. Thunderbomb loves that triple nipple. So they got me out. They told me, Craig said, listen, you better turf. You can turf, you know. And so whose team did I race on first?
Tim Crow.
And that was, what was the car?
I think the next week you ran on Mob.
Okay, so, but it was great. It was just a lot of fun, and like all I needed was that I just needed some time off, and like now that, yo,
yeah.
So things kind of, you know, we're waiting for 7.0 to drop right now, and I'm hoping like all of these tickets, these top ticket items that they're adding to the game, they kind of address the issue for me at least. Like it was turf, day off, turf, and it was just repeat, and it was so boring.
There's going to be a lot more things for you to do.
Yes.
You know, instead of going Monday through Thursday or Monday through Wednesday without having anything to do, now you can do something every day. Yep.
Right. Hey, it's Dr. Daddy. What's up? All right.
Oh, I think I remember what it was. I think it was the Agera, right? Agera?
I can't remember. I'm gonna have to go back and check.
I think it was the Agera.
Oh no, I think it was the car that got me back was the wasn't it the Rocket Bunny?
Rocket, yeah.
I think it was. So
I think you raced on my team for the Agera already.
I might have.
Such a nice car.
Yeah, Oh yeah, and actually that.
Oh my gosh, I think I saw like 9 and 10, and it was crazy.
Yeah. How many Agera REs did you see?
Just one.
Just one. What place was that car?
I believe it was top one.
It was top one.
First place.
Yep.
It's not called top one. It's first place.
I call it top one.
Top one, really?
Top one, sir.
Craig, I don't fit in your mold. I don't fit in your preconceived mold, your predetermined label. I am my own. I call it top one.
It's first place. You're not on top of anything.
I'm on top of everybody.
On top of everyone else.
To be honest.
Can we not make this homosexual? But it's first place. It's no top one.
Potato, potato, tomato, tomato, Craig. Let's take a vote. Let's take a vote in the live chat. Top one or first place?
And I'm going to silence.
Top one.
Whoever says top one.
Top
Say
one
top one for Asher.
or first place. So,
Oh, yeah. 300 seconds. Just go ahead and say it. I fart on you. Oh, freaking Edward.
Edward is the best. So are you.
Sorry, King.
top one. King Zasa's top one. Thunderbomb, get that guy out of here. Get Thunderbomb out of here. Remove him. Top one. Ricky Mack, top one. Joe Camp, top one. Jason Torgerson, top one. Torgerson, top one. PJ, the DJ of RR, top original for the win.
Oh, that's fancy.
All right. Drew says top place. It's a little different. PJ, the DJ of RR, $2 super chat with the smiley face with the ching. There we go. Shakedown Ace, top one. All right, Craig.
You guys are idiots.
Sounds a little bit salty, right?
Yeah, Craig's all the flavors in the world. Craig chooses to be salty.
You know what? I hate to say this, but I kind of agree with Craig on this.
I see you. I see what's up. I see whose side you're on, Nick. So, Nick, let's talk about ideas to the game because you are a team player. You're not only a team player, but you're a team leader of Sam Crow Racing. We're going to say the oldest active team in the game. So you have many, many ideas how to improve team activity and competition and activity and all that. So let's talk a little bit about some of the cool ideas you have.
I'd like to have them generate some ideas for more stuff that the leader can do.
Such as, because Craig's got a list of stuff he does after he's done playing Racing Rivals, but none we can talk about.
I know everyone's going to be racing for collectibles.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, but if they had like a prize, say a prize package that the whole team gets, and whether it's RRC, some gems, some whatever the case may be, have the prize package go to the leader. The leader can distribute out the prizes as how the players did in turf.
Do you trust most team leaders to do that properly, though?
No, and that's the issue. You're gonna have, no matter what you do, you're gonna have some issues on trust with some teams. But I don't know. I just like to do more.
Yeah.
Because my team's already established. I don't have to do nothing. My co-leaders take over. I'll suggest something, and they're like, "Yeah, that's what we're gonna do."
Yeah. So
and they just run it themselves because my team runs itself.
Carbonated had a pretty good idea, and this isn't really team related, but I'm going to try to warp it into team related. So they had this idea about this turf pit. So you can watch real-time racing. So as me and you were in the lobby, people can spectate, and it'll show like how many people are watching me and you race, and people can actually bet on the winner, the outcome of the match. Like, is Nick going to win? Is Pigpen gonna win, you know, or is Craig gonna win, or is Craig gonna foul out and lose? And you can bet on this. So I know that that's one idea, which is a really good idea. But I like that idea as far as like kind of warp it a little bit to team activity. So basically, not as a spectator view, but like I have my team, Nick, you have your team. All right. Now, before turf starts, I can send a challenge to you. And before I do it, I say, I choose, you know, I highlight or click some key points. The challenge, what kind of a challenge? We're going to challenge at the end of turf after 3 events. Which team has the most pinks races? Pinks the wins. Who has the fastest overall time? Who finishes in a better rank than the other team? Whatever it is, I can choose those, and then I can choose a reward. Winner team, the winner gets X amount of money or whatever from the other team, or the loser loses this or that, and then I send that challenge to your team. To you, you read it up and you say, hey, listen, team, Pigpen's team challenged us this week to which team gets the most pink slip wins in turn. Do we want to accept it? Of course we are, because we're not going to turn down a challenge. So then they accept it. Now we have an active challenge going on for all of turf. My team versus your team. And at the end, when that last second runs out in the last event, turf is over, pink slips are calculated, and there's a winner. There's a clear winner at the end, and you win.
I do like that. They did say something about you be able to challenge other teams.
Ricky Mack wants to know, who's the leader of Sam Crow?
I am.
I think he's just messing, but maybe he's not. Maybe.
But actually, my CEOs do more talking than I do on social media, so I don't know.
Yeah. So guys, those of you joining just now, let me do a quick introduction to my guest. With me right now is Asho Speed, the King. You can check him out right here on YouTube. He's got a really awesome channel, some really great content, live streams, all sorts of stuff. Asho, my man, thanks for hanging out with us.
No problem. My first live stream with you guys.
While we're in the bathroom and everything. Awesome.
Well, it's alright, Craig. I'm just a really positive person, man. But it's really fun. I'd like to do this again. And oh man, Dr. Day in the chat.
Yeah. So next guest with me is my man Craig Wood, admin on my group.
Talkative Craig this week.
Yeah, very talkative. Craig, you there?
Thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it very much.
Hey, there he is. All right, all right. So, oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. His mouth is freed up now. He can talk. And last but not least, a good friend of mine, Nick, aka Bird, team leader of Sam Crow Racing.
How you doing?
Yeah. So, can't help it. My voice is always quiet. Asho, Speed the King. I don't know, man. I was watching your live stream for a few hours yesterday. You were not quiet.
I don't know. I do sound quiet sometimes when I watch it. I don't think my voice is that loud.
Nah.
Astro's actually a funny dude. Like, I don't know what happened tonight, but he's a funny dude.
Great, I appreciate
Yeah. Nice.
He had a contest today. He was going to give out free cards to whoever made him laugh.
Yeah.
Of course, people were Googling, jokes.
Dr. Daniels do it on the live stream.
What?
I would do it just once. Do you know the way? I can show you. Just that one time. That's it.
Is that an inside joke between you two?
Nah. I'll tell you later about it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. There he's Dr. Daddy's laughing his ass off right there. PJ, the DJ of RR, what I missed while I was gone, someone fill me in, please. Thank you. PJ, the DJ of RR. We've been just talking about different ideas. This is, Carbonated had their live stream. What is it, like future features, possibly, and racing rivals, things that they'd like.
A lot of good possibilities.
Yeah, dude, there were a lot of good possibilities. There were some really good ones, and some that I thought about before, and some that I've never thought about before. But I like it, and it's just all possibilities down the road, stuff we could maybe see that.
I like where teammates could race each other or rank.
Yeah, that was like. Not only are you challenging okay, so like say you're a top one team. Well, we're going to have a bunch of, oh wait, what do we say, first place teams? Is that the correct terminology here? So say you're a first place.
Top one teams.
So say you're a first place, we're going to have a couple of first place teams now. But like within that team, if you're first place in like Los Angeles or first place in Tokyo, now you could actually say you're the first place, you're the top rank on your team. So you're, a step above everybody else in a way, which is kind of cool bragging right. I like that. Holy crap. It's freaking hot in here.
I'd like them to add, instead of just having a couple COs,
yeah,
do some other names or something to have instead of just CO, elite, and member.
Yeah.
Like CEO.
Some more ratings, so guys,
Secretary.
Craig just found his rank.
I'm trying to figure out the shirt you're wearing, man.
My shirt? It's Rick and
Morty.
Morty.
Your team, the guys would be challenging for it.
Yes.
Which would, kind of like the rankings, but you get their title also.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of that, Craig, before I forget, guys, you got to check out Carbonated's live stream on YouTube. It's episode 41, the latest one. But more importantly, you got to check out 51 minutes and 41 seconds. Craig, do you know what happens at 51 minutes and 41 seconds in their live stream?
Talks about porn again?
No, well, he's Colby says, oh, here's a message. So, Craig, were you there for that live stream?
I was there towards the end, yeah.
Oh, okay, towards the end. So it is you. I didn't know if somebody faked it up, but Colby read a comment, and it was, he's like, oh, here's one from Craig Wood. Craig says, I just need help learning how to race, period. I freaking started laughing. I was like, that's totally Craig right there. Sums it up. I just need help learning how to race, period.
I didn't think you would read it. I mean, I commented a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Read it. Out of all the comments I put on there, you choose that one.
Yes.
Whatever. Go with it. Yeah.
I think my brother likes Rick and Morty. I gotta show him this.
Oh, is that what the shirt's for?
Yeah, it's a Rick and Morty t-shirt, but then I got this other thing here. You guys won't be able to see it unless you're on live stream, so unless you're watching. It's just a Rick and Morty thing that's on my shelf behind me, so I figured he might like that. So anyways, let's So, oh yeah. Joe, check Facebook PM. So
I thought it was good. I thought they got a lot of things they could feed off of what they're trying to do.
Yeah. No,
A lot of doors you get kicked open.
Well, that's what they have to do with this new update. In order to open
That's
this,
good, Ricky.
open a garage door, they have to update all this crap. So I completely understand. I don't like my cars are going to be sent into my garage. That's a legacy event, but I mean,
you know, I'm kind of over that.
Yeah.
I mean, now you get the challenge of trying to find a new tune. It's like the beginning where everyone had fun trying to get. I got to get this tune. I got to try and beat this guy for this car. It brings back the fun of the game, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Try to make new friends just to get their tunes. Yeah. I remember that.
Tree sent me a Facebook friend request. I'll have to check that out, Tree.
I do like the team lobby idea, though. That's good, too.
Yeah, I think that, like you said, that opens up a whole bunch. We're like, but the thing I think it's cool is like somebody asked, well, can you invite people to it? And Kobe was like, no, that's the whole point of it. It's a team lobby. Like it's a safe place where you can go and you guys can talk strategy. Now that the game's changing, turf is changing, there's going to be different cities. Like you guys can go into that lobby and chat and like race and talk strategy and not have to worry about anybody else, catching in.
In that lobby, you'll be able, if a guy needs a car, you go to the team lobby and say, here, take your car.
Yeah.
What you need for turf.
Yep. So.
Yeah, you can bet versus the team in the team lobby. They said, speaking of can you invite somebody that's not on the team into the lobby? They said that's what the custom lobbies are for.
Yeah.
Oh, them custom lobbies are going to be for fucking tournaments. I'm going to be hosting them tournaments.
I can't wait. The tournaments are what we love. We love tournaments.
At the beginning, it's like a 2 RC, buy-in.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to be high rollers with $5 bets. The other thing that I thought was
the old Stella and BMW tournaments.
Yeah.
Fun ones.
Yep. Stella pinks plus 5 million pinks. So VGU Sesko mentioned something during the carbonated live stream, which was pretty cool. He's like, it's called like a prospect. Like, could you bring in a prospect into the lobby? And that's when they were like, no, no, no. But then I thought, here's an idea. Why don't say there's 20 people on a team, all right? That'd be cool if you could actually have 21 people, all right? But only 20 of them are going to get points. So that person at the very bottom, the people are fighting and kicking and clawing and biting each other at the bottom to try to not be last place, but somebody's going to be last place and not get a prize.
Well, that's why I kind of said it'd be nice to have like 5. Even if you did like 5 prospects.
Right.
You got 5 guys, then, they're going to be racing turf.
Right.
Because everyone's got a team and everyone's got, I can't race this week. I got a family outing, whatever. They sit out. You could bring in someone else.
Yeah.
But if you got newer players come in, you can bring some of the newer players onto one of the older teams, and they could like basically be the prospect.
Yeah.
Teach them what you're doing, how you're doing it, get them good, and then they can, as they said, bring in the rankings. You can fight for rankings. That prospect can come up. If they beat someone up there, they're in.
I'm playing with toys right now.
I do like that idea.
Well, like they're trying to get rid of like changing the game so you can't say, hey, men is 40,000 this week. They want you to race nonstop and push and push and push because you never know what's going to happen. So they're doing things like that. But then also within your team, you may have to keep pushing because you don't want, if you're like down at 17 or 18, you don't want to log out and then log back in and find out you're in 21st place and you don't get the claim.
You're right. That sucks.
There it is.
What do you like about the stream, Patrick? What was your next? I know they're not going to implement all this stuff now, but we don't know. Was it going to be 2 years from now? Is it going to be a month from now? It's not sure. But
at least you're looking forward to it.
Yeah. Time to crack open another one.
What's your favorite?
I mean, my favorite feature for 7.0 that's coming.
Well, the update. Yeah, the special features they talked about yesterday's stream.
Yeah.
Anything in particular?
What do you think about this? What do you think about this there, Asho? Jawser says lock-in requirements to get prizes before turf starts. That'd be cool. What do you think about lock away for a team leader to lock it in before turf starts?
I like the sound of that because, well, you know what you have to do, and they can't change it at the last second because that's happened a lot with teams. Like they would change the min because I guess the first min wasn't enough. I've seen that happen so many times.
Well, but that really only started happening after 6.0 when they started adding multipliers and all that changing.
Yeah, the point getters, pushers at the end. But didn't they say they were going to do that with the turf teams where, you know, you can't, if you join,
you can't join once turf starts.
Right.
But if you did like Sesko's idea, and you had prospects, you lock in 20 racers, and those are the only points that they can only run turf.
You know what's gonna?
Even if you're racing for, you know, rankings in your team, that ain't gonna affect turf. You're locked in. You take your 20 guys, lock them in the turf.
The only bad thing. So I like that idea about locking in the turf, and you have to join before turf starts. But the only thing I don't like about it is if somebody has an emergency and they can't race that week, you're out of player. There's no way to replace that person. Or no. No, that's not true. You can get a replacement. They just can't claim a prize.
Correct. To help you join without having a prize.
Right. Well, that's the thing. That's
you're only racing for collectibles the first couple weeks anyway until you get to the World Tour. Yeah. That's when you race for the cars.
Check this out. Sticky Ricky is working on he's painting a car right here for his son. Look at that. Because he's
got the Sam Crow logo on it?
Not yet, but he says it will. Isn't that right there, Ricky? Ricky says he's putting the Sam Crow logo right on the hood. Now,
damn right.
I think that looks pretty freaking badass, Ricky. I like that. Excuse me, I'm impressed. Wow.
I'm seeing like a front end. It's like half a car. What's the rest of it?
That looks really awesome. Ricky, good job. Jacob is going to love that thing. He must be going just like crazy out of his mind.
No. Can't hear you.
That's awesome. Ricky. That's awesome. Really is.
He should paint a canvas for you, Joe.
See what?
He should paint a canvas for you.
Yeah?
Oh, Dirty Hammer wants a canvas.
Dirty Hammer wants a canvas. Okay. I could work on one.
Google Dirty Hammer.
Let's not.
That's the one we should do.
See, my brother paints, well, he doesn't do it anymore, but, well, maybe he does. I don't know. But he used to paint all sorts of cars in the garage. He had a little business going on. He painted all sorts of stuff, so. But he said that looks good. That's what the reason I brought that up is because my brother said it looks good. Looks really good, Ricky. So I think it looks good. I like the color too. It's just a really nice. What do they call that? It's not a bromance, but it's a nice red. Edward said everybody wants a canvas. Everybody wants a canvas. I'm gonna make some more. I have a project at work. They want me to make a poster for trade shows and stuff for so I got to work on that. But as soon as that's done, I'll have extra time and I'll make some canvases for some people. Oh.
I told my friend, I said, you can make some too. She said, if she gets them printed out here and there,
yes,
then she can do it, you know.
Okay.
If it's not a lot, it's not,
right.
large amount,
right,
then she wouldn't have to worry about getting charged for it. If she does it here and there, she can actually
I like free. Free is good.
Yeah.
Free is one of my favorite words. Speaking of that, Craig, I gotta who we gotta get. You gotta get. I gotta get the winner of this T-shirt. I gotta get him on Facebook.
He's here, or he was.
I didn't see him, but I haven't been really paying attention to chat as much as I would like. But we got to get. I got to get him on Facebook. I got to get his shipping information. So then the next time, once I have the shipping information, I can sign this here with the silver marker. He can watch me sign it. I'll sign it right here, and then I'll ship it to him. But I got to get his information.
I sent you the picture.
No, you sent me a picture of something I didn't want to see. There. Oh, he's not here. Yeah, Marrero. But I gotta get it. So I want to give it up, and then I want to do it. Once I do that, I want to do a contest. I want to give away this, guys. This is a really cool. It's a belt. Well, it's a belt, but it's an old school. Well, it's not old school, but it's a belt. You know, car seat. What do they call them? What do they call it? A car seat belt. That's what it's called. Seatbelt. He tried to trick me with a tricky question there. Difficult. So I want to do a contest. I want to give that away. I got to give this away. And who was it? She's not here right now, but Justice. I got to get her hat. Justice Smoking. I got to get her hat.
Yeah, she's in one of our chats. Donna's here. Say hi to Donna. She's here.
Hi, Donna. I saw Donna from the very beginning. I saw Donna. Wow, look at that. That's a nice car.
She didn't say hi to me.
She said hi to me.
Donna. Weird friends. I know.
Retro Candy Apple. That's what it's called. That Ricky's paint. Retro Candy Apple Red. Ricky, this is, I guess, I don't know, it's hard to tell, but that's the current project my brother's working on.
He said his next car is going to be a DeLorean.
I would love to have a DeLorean. Wouldn't that be nice?
So I believe that's a real car.
What, the DeLorean?
No.
Oh.
I know the DeLorean's a real car.
Oh.
The one that Sticky Ricky's got. I believe it's a real car. It's Denali.
Oh, yeah, GMC, right?
I thought he was painting like a toy car.
No, it is. It's for his son,
Right.
yeah. Isn't it? It's a toy car, right? Yeah. Hold on.
Why is he saying he has a Denali? Does he have a toy car for Denali?
So, oh no, he has it done. I think he does, but his son he has a smaller one for his his son rips. He showed me a video. His son rips this thing around and like drifts it down the road and around on the parking lot and stuff. Joe.
Okay. So he has a Power Wheel.
I think it's a Power Wheel. I don't know what it is. Yes. He has the same truck. But yeah, he says, no, that's a toy car. Hold on. Where did I put that picture? I just uploaded it, didn't I? Oh, I deleted the damn thing. Great friend I am. So, Asho, what's going on there, man? Why don't you give a shout out for your YouTube channel? Let people know how to find you.
Alright, so to find me, channel name, Astro Speed the King. I only have one IGN, Astro Speed. I don't know. Some of you do know my address. My ad on you. Hello? You want to come over? I'm just kidding. But my channel name is Astro Speed the King. I call him laid back, and I guess I can be a little bit goofy at times. And I love the racing rivals, you know? The grind will continue at some point as well. Like Rick.
There it is. Look at that. Oh, I just put it. There we go. I can put it up on the screen. Asho Speed the King right there. There we go. Asho Speed the King. Let me make it blink for those of you who can't see bright red letters. There it is. It's blinking. Asho Speed the King. There we go. So there you now you know how to find them right here on YouTube. Check them out. Great content. Lots of live stream. You live stream like almost every day. Is that right?
Yeah, almost every day. I have too much time on my hands, I swear.
Yeah, that'll change a little bit. That'll change eventually, man. I wish I had a lot of time on my hand, but as the days go on, man, less and less time during the day. So.
Guess I'm gonna miss my time, but I complain about having too much time. I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me live stream.
Sleep or live stream? I'll live stream.
Yeah. Ricky, I sent you pics. Uh-oh. Ricky, send me pictures.
And all caps too, so make sure you can see it.
Let me have a look here. And we'll see if these are pictures I can share with. No, I'm just kidding. He sent 3 more photos. Oh, look at that. Oh, it looks completely different. Oh, okay. It must just be the light. Ricky, is that okay? So that's you guys. It's gonna be tough for you guys to see it. Let me turn the brightness down. There's one. There's a second one, man. That one looks really nice. But then there's that one. Just looks really. Look at that color.
Too bright, lower the volume so we can see it better.
I did, you jerk.
So did you get that?
Oh, there. How's that, you demanding little person, you meanie?
No, that one stream that you said something. You're trying to lower the brightness, you get the vibe, dude, and say, oh yeah, it looks better. That looks pretty cool.
I just. Yeah, so there's a delay, but it looks really good, Ricky. Like, thumbs up, man. Really good paint job. Jacob, I know, is gonna. I mean, if he already isn't bouncing off the walls, he must be, because that thing looks really good. All right. The last thing, actually, I don't know if it's the last thing, but one of the other things I wanted to talk about in the live stream, which I have really been waiting for. I've been wanting this since day one, are titles and achievements. Now, there's other games out there, and they use this example, and it's a good one for me at least, because I played World of Warcraft for a long time, religiously, probably like, honestly, more than I really want to admit, but I will tell you guys, I probably played that game 10 hours a day for 3 or 4 years straight. It was crazy, the addiction I had to that game. But they had these things called achievements and titles and badges, and like if they could implement that in this game, they were talking about it. It's a really good idea. Like say they set up an achievement, and to get the achievement is they had a good one. It was really cool. Like say you win 10, 20 or whatever. Say it's 100 pink races. And after 100 pinks wins, you're taking these cars, you get the achievement called the Thief, or the AKA the Joe Spectre, as they called it. That was freaking funny. So you think,
Oh gosh.
was that you? Who said that? Was that you?
Yeah, that was my comment.
You said that? See, I was watching on YouTube. I didn't get to see who said that comment. That was awesome. The Joe Spectre. If you guys don't know, who Joe Spectre is, he's probably on Facebook the most notorious scammer ever. Like, and I don't know how this guy is still being talked about. You would think that. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I had to. I shut him up real quick in Ash's live stream he had earlier today, but he's not just a scammer. He actually will threaten other people's families too.
Oh really?
Yeah, I've seen it. Oh my gosh.
He will say something like, I hope your family dies, or I'm going to come and haunt your family at nighttime, or some stupid
Really?
shit. Like, you got to be kidding.
Who does that? I didn't know that. I've never heard that. I just thought he was just a low-life dirtbag scammer. I didn't realize he was.
No, he's also an obvious troll.
Who says all of this?
This is Joe Spectre. Or Phase Speed is his YouTube name.
Oh, he has a YouTube?
Gotta ignore Joe Spector.
Yeah, Phase Speed is his YouTube name.
I didn't know
But
that.
then I saw one time, him and Dirty Hammer going back and forth. He was trying to, I think he tried to message me and Dirty Hammer, but he said he was getting all these people to report Dirty Hammer's name on Facebook so he could get banned.
Huh.
All because they were just having a little,
some people take it a little too seriously and they need to get a life.
Yeah, it's a bit ridiculous. Doesn't he? He lives. Somebody said he lives not too far, like a few hours from me.
Oh, I would love to go visit that dude. Tell you what.
Let me just pay a little visit.
Huh. Boy.
Road trip.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, he doesn't just scam people. He used to scam. He could not scam. You know, he probably doesn't scam lately because he's well known for it. But he's starting to threaten people's families and stuff. It's like, come on, man. It's just a game. You don't need that crap, you know.
Huh.
It's not so pretty. It's really.
It's got to be hard once you're known as a scammer to try and change your ways.
Yeah. Javante Adams, Pigpen, what's your account name? I got a bunch of accounts, man. Good idea, Edward. Edward says, go crack down on Joe Spector, Pigpen. Tell Dave TechX to hack his location, man. Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, when you have this community, you always have special people, like different. You have the dickheads, you have the nice guys, you have the people that help people.
Yeah.
And you always get the crazy ones. You know what I mean? He's the crazy one. Hey, Surreal's here. Speaking of crazy, Surreal's here.
Hey, hola, MFs. MFers, what's up, Surreal? So we got
Daddy and brother always put everyone
slow. Race him in an HSV, he'll prove you to be slow.
He has 80 of them. I'd be good if I had 80 of them.
Nah, I don't know, man.
You accept 4 GTRs, Dr. Dan?
He fails every time I race him and stuff.
Is my brother, Dan, are you still watching? I want to know if Dan's still watching. I got some other stuff to show him every now and again. Stuff on my shelves up here and stuff back here. There's a little bit of a delay. We'll see if he's still watching. He's probably in a food coma right now, all that pizza and beer.
No, he's not here.
No?
No. I can see everybody in the lobby.
Who can see that?
You can.
How?
He was a little bit. He
Oh.
was a while ago.
No, there he is. He's still here. So, Dan, here's this. This one's pretty. This one's pretty cool. I don't know if you. There you go. There's that one. That one's pretty cool. Rick and Morty. And he knows this one. We watched this movie as a kid growing up. Sloth from Goonies. That's awesome. So, all right. What else, guys? What else, man? Some other ideas.
I just like that they're updating the game.
Mm-hmm.
Open up the new doors, the new garage doors, the new front doors, whatever you want to call it. But I love how they're doing that. You know, they're able to all the stuff that we wish they could do that we see in other games. They're doing it.
Yeah.
They're able to do it with the new update. I love that. You know, that they actually want. It's not that they didn't listen to us before when we asked them for this, asked them for that. They couldn't do it. Now it's like if we ask them now, they could put it in the game. You know, like
Right.
That's awesome.
No doubt. No doubt. Titles and achievements. So one of the titles and achievements was like they call it cluck cluck. Like if you chicken out too much, you get a little achievement called cluck cluck, and you have a little chicken on your picture for a while. I like the one, the high roller. If you pink a lot, you get the high roller achievement. Maybe like if you have a certain car, and if you break a specific race time in that car, you get it faster than a 7.0 or whatever. You get one called the Speed Racer, you know, an achievement, something like that. I don't know. I like it. I've always liked achievements and badges because it's kind of like a goal to work towards as you're working towards other goals in the game. I think it's just. What's that?
Is it really quick? Because it already says it.
I'm your best friend on the phone, but different character. Anyways,
Cheers.
They have like the WWE,
Yeah.
belts going around it, like the champion.
Yeah.
I don't think they get that if you lose a lot, but I'm hoping that they would do something like that.
Ricky Mack says, I don't think Pigpen saw my suggestion. What? Sorry, had to get that off his chest. What was this?
Take all the scammers out of the game.
I got you. I don't know how that would ever be accomplished, but hey, if you could do that, that'd be cool. Oh, what the hell?
I hate Tony. Tree said I hate him. What? So
I'm just looking forward to all the team stuff. I can't wait.
Oh yeah. There it is.
Anymore. Like people just kicking out people during clean time. Ridiculous.
DeLorean. Excuse me. Who invited the pig? Even when we're in the same car, same lobby, my car will always be faster. Surreal's saying he's got the edge on you. Oh my gosh. I'm burning up down here. It's starting to get hot. Holy crap. I'm trying. I got no pants on right now. You guys, I'm just wearing a shirt. No, but that's the beauty of live streaming. You have a camera right here, and nobody can tell that you only have a shirt on. From the waist down, you have nothing on until I have to go out that door to go upstairs to take a leak. If I walk out, you guys are gonna be blinded. Oh my gosh! Check. Ghost Cobra. Anyone has Fortnite Mobile that I can play with? You guys ever play that game?
Yeah, I played it a couple times. I keep getting killed, so I quit.
I've never played it.
Sometimes I was streaming.
I've never actually played it, but I've seen all these videos, but I don't understand it. What is it? Like, guy's running, and all of a sudden out of midair, he jumps up and builds a ramp under him, and then jumps and builds it, and he can get up under the roof of a house like that. It's like, what? What the hell is this?
It's a big battle royale. Every man for himself, or you can have teams, or...
Right, but what's with building the ramps? What's like you can jump up and in thin air, jump and build a ramp under you?
You're building there, so nobody shoot you.
Yeah, you gotta build fast on that game. Building is key.
I don't get it.
I just wing it. I don't build anything. I just close my eyes and just start shooting.
I don't get it. I don't know, but I want to try it out just because I love video games and shit, but I just don't even understand it. But no, I can't say I've never actually played it, so maybe it's not as crazy as I'm thinking. But Dr. Daddy, I have an Xbox, but I haven't played that thing in forever. I have a PS3. Yeah, PS3.
I don't think you can download it on PS3.
I got to get a PS4 soon because I want to start live streaming some games on PS4. Put a couch right over there. TV up on the wall over there. Hook it up to the computer so you guys can watch me live stream. Or actually, I don't even need to. I can just live stream straight from the PS4 right to my YouTube channel. So that'd be kind of cool. But that's all in due time. Oh my gosh.
I've been watching Surreal and Dr. Daddy go at it.
Are they still going at it?
Yeah, a little bit. Now they get over it.
Let's ask the guys in the live stream.
Yeah.
Who what's their favorite thing that they watched? I know Surreal was there. Ask Surreal, what is your favorite part about the feature that are going to be coming?
Yeah, Surreal. What he said.
What that going to say?
I want to know. Like,
what about other than the team aspect? Is that all you're looking? I mean, you just want teams, period. Nick, but what else were you excited about? What got you going?
yeah, I'm gonna watch live chat. I want to see what people say.
Same as everybody else. Dr. Daddy is.
Bill's got to be like new ideas with teams. I know Frank the Tank likes them.
Yeah.
He still wants chicken points. Every live stream, he wants chicken points.
Who? Frank the Tank?
Just give him them. Yeah.
Just give the man chicken points to shut him up right now.
Just give him the chicken points. That's all we need.
Dirty Sierra. What's the topic today? What is the topic today? It's like future. Hey, there's Justice smoking. Today's topic is like what? Future features down the road, possibly, maybe.
Crystal just wrote that she wants you to give me the hat. She doesn't want the hat.
She did not.
Yeah, scroll up. Are you really doing it?
Scrolling up?
Yeah.
You're a bastard, aren't you? Craig, you're a good for nothing bastard. Top notch a-hole. He's top one asshole.
Top one asshole. God, I can agree with not the whole. Oh, ask Crystal or Surreal. How about we ask them?
Yeah.
Is it first place or top one?
Oh, seriously?
Dr. Daddy can't hear it.
Do we have an answer yet?
No. Is Asho still here?
Yes, I am.
There he is. Asho. Why don't you let people know your YouTube channel? Give it a shout out here real quick while we have a moment.
Alrighty, so once again, my name is Actual Speed. My full YouTube name is Actual Speed the King, because you know I'm the king. Got my crown on my head right now. So I play racing rounds as well. Do lots of live streams. Like they said, I live stream like almost every day. Too much time on my hands. I'm gonna start pink slipping again because I bought a lot of M3 GT2s. Next, I want to see like how long is it gonna take to fix all of them. And man, it was not fun maxing them, even though it's 1 RRC and the times is reduced. Oh my gosh, that is pain. It's about like over 100 plus max at the same time. And plus, the worst part is like going to the show back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I'm here to stay on the Game Racing Rivals. I ain't going nowhere.
All right.
So you're looking forward to all the updates, right? The updates are coming out.
Yes.
What do you hate? What is your? There's always pros and cons. But what are your cons about the updates?
drive getting locked up, but you know, it's whatever. New tunes to be discovered. Learning the whole game again, I don't mind. And we're gonna have more stuff to do, because you know, like Pigpen said, Turf Showdown, it's just like, man, it's the same thing. And I wouldn't be on Race Rivals that much, but 7.0 sounds like I'm gonna be grinding every day on it. And I'll have stuff to do, barely run out of time, you know?
So there's Crystal. Crystal's with us.
Hello. I wasn't expecting y'all to call me.
Yeah, I had to. Craig.
Yeah. And he totally lied about that hat.
That's Craig's other voice.
You heard that?
Yeah, I heard that.
That's my other voice.
So there we go. So, Crystal, Craig said you said I could give. Whoa, holy crap. More beer, LOL. All right, hold on. Before we go any further here, Duty Calls, Foul Chrome, $20 super chat. He says, more beer. All right, so.
I'm going to start streaming so I can get some freaking money.
Look at that. Freaking awesome, man. More beer. This is for you, Foul Chrome. Cheers, Foul. There we go.
That was like 50 cents worth.
I know, but
looks like a Dr. Pepper can.
It is a Berkshire Brewing Company. This is a steel rail.
Of the BBC again.
Yeah, BBC. Craig's favorite BBC. Big black man. Just kidding. All right, there you go, Foul Chrome. Thank you very much, Foul Chrome. Chug, 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 he says. All right, let's just finish this off. I wish I had a glass. I got a glass with water. I hate chugging out of a can. It gets too foamy.
Drink it with a straw, you fancy.
Put a nipple on it. I'll suck it right down.
Hey, Chris, how you doing?
Oh.
Yeah. How you doing?
So, Crystal, Craig said you didn't want your hat.
Craig is full of shit.
Oh, the truth comes out. Yeah, he said, Crystal just said, send it to me. I'll take it. And I was like, that's a little funny because last I checked, excuse me. Oh my gosh.
Oh no, Craig's been pretty good to me over the last few years. So if he asked me for it, I might have to give it up. But he didn't ask. He wanted to be sly about it.
So I'm gonna read Tree XX. Tree XX has a comment. It says, and I'm assuming he's talking about you, Crystal. He says she's so country.
I don't think he's talking about me.
Yeah, and I'm not even really from the South. I'm from Ohio.
Well, where at in Ohio? Where in Ohio?
Fairborn, outside of Dayton.
Dayton, Ohio. Where do you live now?
I live Cedartown, Georgia.
Oh, okay. I'm actually
but
from.
I grew up in Kentucky, so.
Okay, so born in Ohio.
From the age of 10 up, I was, I guess, below the Ohio River.
Oh, see, I grew up in Ohio too.
Yeah, it's,
that's cute.
I lived in Michigan for a little bit too. So.
I'm sorry.
What the?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't like it there. My kids, they thought we moved there in the wintertime, so they was like, "Yay, snow, no school." Because in Kentucky, you get a little bit of snow.
No, again. Look.
Yeah, you get a few inches of snow, you don't have no school. No, it was like 18 inches up there. They got snow plows on their buses.
Oh, what?
They had school.
So
my wife told me they have snow plows in their trash trucks in New York.
That's bizarre.
I've never been in New York.
Yes, you can dump trash in the streets.
Huh.
That's where my wife is now.
Omar Gonzalez says, I like Crystal. She's cool AF. Cool as F.
Fudge.
Fudge. That's what that means, I bet. Huh? Edward, my neighbor has family from Kentucky. That's cool. Y'all.
Crystal, do you know Asho? Asho, do you know Crystal?
So
it didn't feel right.
nice. What a name, that the Thong Thrower 69. Added you, Doc, and great live stream, great stream, Pigpen. The Thong Thrower 69, huh?
Who throws thongs? Christian, can you throw a thong?
No.
Oh, you got a secret admirer, Crystal?
I'm not even in chat right now.
Oh, Chrome, I see.
So I don't even know what's going on. Justice is still up. She won't give me the damn tablet.
Falchrome says, I'm in love with Crystal. She doesn't know.
In all caps. Well, now she's
Caps, all caps, right? He just woke up the neighbors with that. Oh my gosh. I thought Crystal was from a southern state because of her accent. Well, she lives in Georgia. Does that count? How long have you lived in Georgia?
I've lived here about 2 years.
Oh, okay.
But I grew up in Kentucky I lived there since I was 10, so.
Okay, and then from birth to 10 was Ohio?
Yes.
All right. Oh, Bunker Spy says she's mine. Back off.
Oh, he's mad because I took his car earlier.
We got a bunch of guys. We got a bunch of guys in chat here fighting over you. We got a bunch fighting over you. Foul Chrome with the $20 super chat a little bit ago. That was awesome, Foul Chrome, man. $20.
Yeah, shout out to Foul Chrome.
Well, I am officially out of beer. I could go upstairs and get more beer, but
is that like a low-key saying you need a bathroom break?
no, not yet. When I gotta piss, I'll say, hey, Craig, Nick, you guys hold down chat for a few. I gotta drain the lizard.
And he sits down.
Let's see.
It takes a little longer when you sit down to pee, doesn't it?
No. I don't know if I'm going to get the high. I should probably get the High Rollers Club back together because Squirrel. I get sidetracked so easily. No, well, Thong Thrower asked me, he's like, Pigpen, when the new update takes off, are you going to get the High Rollers Club back together? And I was thinking, nah, probably not. But then I got to get it back together because I don't want to lose that team name.
You have to be top 10.
Is that what it is?
Or top 1. Crystal, how do you say it? Top 1 or first place?
When I write it out, I say top 1.
Oh!
First.
This right here is determining if we're going to stay friends or not after this.
Craig,
Craig,
after this, you might not have any friends.
And would go months without talking to me. You always come back crawling, so come on.
You might not have any friends after this.
I come back because I think.
Because you think they're going to get boob pics.
Hold up. Say what? I'm paying attention. Craig, I don't want none from Craig though.
Well, Craig sends you dirty pics even when you say no, so.
Yeah, he does.
Craig always has his pants off too.
And apparently he can't chat with no pants on and that kind of stuff.
That's all he talks about.
You guys, I don't know. I like the people in the live stream, everybody watching right now, you guys don't even understand. Like, I'm in a few chat groups with Craig. And not only that, but we have, on Facebook, we have our one-on-one chat going back and forth. So we're probably in like 3 or 4 different, chats together. And every single one, he's putting up naked pictures of this or, that's just the way Craig is. It's just so funny. Like, and the thing was, he'll put it up in the same picture in every single group. And I can watch, I go, boom, oh, there's
and he sends them to me and he'll say, you're welcome.
Yes, exactly. So he puts it up in like the Pigpen.
I put them up in every group, but I don't know how many groups we're in together. I mean, I lost track.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's the thing. I can see it. He'll put one up in like in the Pigpen admin chat group. Boom, there's a naked picture, and then 30 seconds later, it pops up in another racing rival group. Boom, and then he sends it one-on-one. Here, Joe. Boom, and then it's so funny because I can see it go boom, boom, all the different groups one after another. Boom, boom, boom. Naked, the same naked picture over and over. And I'm like, yeah, which is great. Like I'm not complaining. It's a great thing, unless it's like a picture you don't want to see. And then you see it. And then you see it 3 or 4 times right in a row.
I don't want to see.
I don't know what to believe at this point with you, Craig.
So let me introduce everybody real quick. So new to the live stream within the last 10 minutes. Do you want to go by Justice, Smoking, or?
You can just call me Crystal.
Crystal. Yeah. Our new favorite, Crystal. You see her. She's an admin in the live chat. She's been on before. She's got the southern accent. Just found out she's from Ohio. Grew up in Kentucky for a while. Now she's in Georgia. So, anyways, this is Crystal. Crystal, thanks for hanging out. You give us men a little excitement to the live chat, to say the least.
It's always fun picking on Craig.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. Trust me, I know.
I laugh a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not one of the miserable people.
Like Craig Jones, kids.
And then next up is a fellow YouTuber, Asho Speed the King, right here on YouTube. Check out his channel, guys. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to do so. Go on there, check out his videos, like them, subscribe. Really good content. Asho, you there, man? Thanks for hanging out.
Thanks a lot. I like to say this was my first live stream hanging out with you. Love to do it another time as well. Fun. And Craig keeps making me laugh.
Right. And then, you guys, Craig, we've been picking on him all night for, just being himself. Craig, thanks for hanging out once again. It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have you here. It makes me feel good about myself when I have you here. Yeah. And then, last but not least, guys, really good friend of mine. I've known him for a few years now, in-game, out-of-game a little bit. Never met him in real life, but hey, who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll shoot over and go to your town. But either way, it's Nick, a.k.a. Bird.
How you doing?
We're doing great. We're doing great. So we've been talking about a little racing rivals, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Tomorrow, wait, what's today? Today's Thursday. Tomorrow I got a live stream. I got to do something tomorrow. I'll do something here in the studio. I have a couple of subscription boxes I have to open up. Not that I have to, that I want to open up. So maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Then Saturday, I'm going to be over at my buddy's live streaming with 2 of my good friends. We're going to be drinking, as if that's a surprise to you. But we'll be drinking. We'll be having fun. We'll be talking about all the weird stuff we found on the internet, which a lot of it has to do with Craig. I don't know. That's weird. A lot of it has to do with Craig, to be honest with you.
Why,
But
Craig? Why?
So there's that, guys. So make sure to turn those video notifications on. Hit that little bell icon right there next to where it says Pigpen, the one and only. Hit that bell icon so you get notifications when I go live. You can join, you can hang out, and just have some fun. Take a break from whatever you're doing, and relax. Check it out. So, Crystal, let's talk game here. Out of all of the topics they've talked about these items that are not in the game, won't be in 7.0, but will be soon, were there any that really stuck out in your mind as something you can't wait to see?
I'm not going to lie. I'm not a big fan of the update.
Really?
I've come to accept it, so I can't change shit. But So I'm actually going to give it a try and then go from there. So I'm just kind of like just flying by the radar right now. It's my biggest thing is no showroom.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense. Like, well, it's,
But I mean, I understand what they're trying to do. But I think the game is gearing towards wanting to get new people. And which is good because you get new people in. They want them cars. They're going to buy crates. They're going to buy the gems. They're going to spend their money. But as far as the people that have been playing for a while, I don't know. I'm torn between that, but I just kind of feel like they're pacifying us with giving us our legacy garage, but I haven't even fooled with my legacy garage because I don't even care about it no more.
I've been trying.
I'm basically going to be starting over, then I'm going to start over as a new with the new people.
I was thinking that I'm really trying. Like,
I'll take care of your legacy garage. Send it to me. With pleasure.
I've been trying, like, the legacy garage, like, it's such a chore to go through and tune these cars. And, like, I think it's going to be such a small aspect of 7.0. Like, they're not going to want people to focus in on a legacy garage. It does them no good, where we already have the cars, you know? So it does them no good to have that as a main focus of the game. They want to focus on the new content, which I'm not disagreeing with all, but you want players to focus in on the new content and play, and these are the new cars, and these are the new events, and like, why would you want to go backwards and say, no, let's play Legacy Garage this week? No, it doesn't make sense. So, like, for me to spend all my time sitting here tuning cars, it's just not doing it for me. I'm just like, half of these cars I don't even race anyway, you know?
That's how I feel about it.
Like,
and I think with all the events they're going to be having, that no one's really going to, I mean, how many are really going to want to do legacy events and all the stuff they're doing?
Right. Well, that's exactly.
I want to know where they come up with their statistics on the players, because, I mean, I've heard that like Facebook groups are only a fraction of their players. But honestly, if they would delete all of the one-car garages on the game,
sure,
it would straighten out a lot of their statistics.
Yeah, it's really skewed. Like, if in fact that's what they're taking that into consideration. I mean, tell you what, I have, you know, I don't know how many accounts. I know people with hundreds and hundreds of accounts. And these aren't just ones, these aren't just farming accounts where they open them up and close them. These are actual accounts that they use, hundreds and hundreds of them. So when you take, when you take into consideration all of these farming accounts out there, the Facebook community is a very small fraction of that. But if you take and subtract all of those out there, obviously it's going to be, the Facebook community is going to be a larger portion of the game.
Yeah, and also I have 2 accounts, and they're always on the same team, so they can't tell me I'm self-Christian.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm racing on Jeff's team this week. Both of my accounts are on his team. They were both on there last week.
Here's a good point. Thong Thrower 69 says, I'm not a fan of the update, but you can't hate what you don't try. So then that's exactly it. You know, when the update comes out, try it out. If at that point in time you don't like it, hey, you don't like it. But don't come to any decision. Like, I'm not completely for it right now because I've never played it. I like what I hear, and I can't wait to try it. But, you know, when I try it out, it may be completely different than what I think. And for all of you out there who not happy about it and don't want to do it and don't like it or whatever, don't judge it yet until you give it a chance, man. You might find that it's actually much better than the game is now. You might like it a lot more. So you have to take that.
How are you all feeling about the pink vouchers?
I'll be honest. I think the pink vouchers is going to be a smaller part of the game than we actually think right now, because when we start off, we're going to have only a very few handful of cars. All right. So even after a few weeks, we build up our garage a little bit. We've won some cars. We've lost some cars. I think the pink voucher system is not until you get a huge garage is it really even going to come into play. I mean, you have to lose. Right now, you think about, lose 10
will
pinks.
It really come into play? Because, I mean, by now, most of the people know everyone's IGN, so you know who's going to pink and who's not.
Mm-hmm.
So will it really affect anybody?
I don't know. That's a good question,
I think it's just the fact that people hear 10 pink vouchers and they get a little nervous.
Well, yeah, of course they get nervous. It's something new. We don't know exactly how it's going to work other than what they're telling us. You lose 10 pink races, you can't raise pinks, but you can still race people and raise money. And if they raise you pinks, you can race them for pinks then. You just can't challenge.
Yeah, you could accept numerous amounts of pinks.
Right.
Raise pinks.
So, I think it's going to accomplish a few things. One, it's going to accomplish the fact that you're not going to have 50 of the same car and just race nonstop to get your points. Now it's quality versus quantity. Right now it's quantity over quality, meaning you could just grab a bunch of cars and race, and you could basically not even race and you can get your money just by people fouling out and crushing their car. It's quantity over quality right now, which is what they don't want. I don't want that. I want quality over quantity. I want a nice, sitting on the edge of your seat race where your heart's pounding and it means something again. So to get the voucher system out there and have it implemented means, at each and every race matters now. So you can't just grab a massive amount of cars, sit there and watch TV and racing, bored out of your mind, and just crush car after car after car, get your points and shut the game off. Those days are gone, and I like that.
Do you do that when you're watching TV? Because I don't.
Oh yeah, that's what I do.
How are you watching? Is that drool?
Yeah. Basically, it is. Yes.
Is Asho still here?
Yes, he is. What do you think of the voucher system, Asho?
You said what I said my channel again?
What do you think of the voucher system, hey?
The voucher system, well, I'm not mad at it. Now I just gotta know get good.
I ain't mad at it. You just gotta get
I'm not mad
good.
at it.
You just gotta get good.
To actually start winning races? Damn it.
Yeah. Craig gets his points just by default.
It doesn't make me mad. It's like telling you, gotta win your races, man. Can't just throw away all your cars and banks. Can't let your banks, man. Lose too many cars.
Yeah, I've always been about quality over quantity. I didn't need.
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while, if we went to war or something, yeah, I like to have a bunch of cars, but usually I just free race all I can,
Yep.
I'm just kidding.
So after update, what do y'all want to make a bet? How many thousands of points has somebody got to make before they're considered a beast? 20, 30,000
I don't know.
points?
I'm saying 1,500. We don't know. We don't know how they're going to change the point systems. I mean,
I hope the point system changes because I think it's all messed up now.
I think it is triple the points.
Oh, it is.
One free race. You're awesome.
There's going to be a lot of free racing after update.
Yeah. So here's a comment. I got into racing rivals because of the pinks and the adrenaline rush on that win-lose scale. And that's exactly it. It's gotten off that scale. And now it's just quantity, racing over and over and over. These cheap cars. It's just a way around the system, the cheapest, easiest way to get your points. And that's not the way the game was supposed to be. The game is supposed to be fun and adrenaline, right? Your heart pounding. And that's what the game's all about. And I hope we get back to that. I really do. Asho's hiding in the bathroom at church. Asho, are you hiding in the bathroom at church?
Possibly. I don't know, actually.
I'm wondering where they're getting their information here.
It sounds like he's in the bathroom.
Yeah, because
Oh my gosh.
you're like the loudest one on the line, and it has a little echo.
Like you're in the bathroom. Go in the bathroom.
So,
You're always trying to get me to go to the bathroom.
oh my gosh, we're going downhill real fast. So I'm going to read a comment here, and I want you guys to comment on it, guys. All right, so tell me what you think. So Dirty Sierra says this. What are your thoughts? And I think I know Crystal's, but I want to hear Crystal's opinion. And, you know, Craig and Nick and Asho. So here, Dirty Sierra says, people spent time on their garage, all right? And for them to lose that is a slap to the face. I always took the updates with a grain of salt, but this time was a dumpster of salt. Crystal or Craig?
Okay, I'll go first.
Either one. Who's got boobs? Go first. Craig?
All right, that's me. All right, I understand. Trust me, I spent a lot of cars on my money.
Sure.
A lot of money on the cars I have.
Yes.
So it's either cut the game out forever, don't play the game anymore, or they update it. Yes, we're still keeping our cars. Yes, you know, they're just giving us a pacifier, but it's either get rid of the game, unfit, or update it with other newer features. Trust me, I got 1,800 cars on one account. A lot of them are special cars. Trust me, I don't want to say goodbye either.
Let me ask you a question. I'm going to play devil's advocate here, all right? And I know this is going to get a lot of slack, but do you honestly believe that, or do you think that's just something they're telling us? Do you really believe that?
Yeah, I do. I think. I mean, we saw the mock-up they did. You know, like their streams, but I think they will. Maybe there's not going to be a lot of legacy events.
Well, no. But what I meant was this: is the reason I'm going to ask this is because I've had a lot of people say this to me and comment to me. So they're telling us that the reason we're losing their garage is, you know, we have to. The game was going to die, and this and that, and blah blah blah. So do you really? And this is a delicate situation. Do you really believe the game was going to die and that this was the only option? Or do you believe that that's what they're telling us? I'm asking because I've heard a lot of people comment this, and I just want other opinions out there. I want to know, like, was this the only option, or was this the best option for them? Was that the best option for the game? What do you guys think?
I think it was the best option for the game because I think the game was going downhill fast.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys that think that.
Yes, but what was making the game go downhill was the sucky servers, the hacks and the glitches. Yes. I mean, if they would fix that, you don't even want. If you really want to know my honest opinion about this, I'm going to make a lot of people mad at me.
Well, hold on.
Right.
Let's go back to.
I'm going to make a lot of people mad at me.
Crystal, can we go back to sucky servers? Because I was at a strip club once and they had sucky servers, but I think that's not what you're talking about.
I think I was at the same strip club.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
I don't think this was the only option they had.
Okay.
I think if they would have fixed the problems stolen IP address, and weed out those little. Oh, I can't stand them. The ones that screamed that they're a noob and they got scammed from a car and want free crap. But I mean, as far as them I think that they are telling us that this is the only option. I don't necessarily think it was the only option. I think they're trying to get new players to come in to spend money. They're getting rid of the Mills farmers, stuff that's going to benefit their pockets because they were losing money, correct? Okay, that's the way to do it. The only upside I see to this update is that they informed us beforehand, which they hadn't done on any previous updates. So we're knowing what to expect over a whole game overhaul.
But did you actually like the gameplay now?
I only turf and run showdown sometimes. I don't even go in multiplayer.
Well, I don't run showdown lobbies either, but I think the gameplay kind of sucks.
Why don't you go in multiplayer lobbies?
Why don't I go in multiplayer lobbies? Because you got the hacks and the glitches and the people scanning cars. Even when they got rid of the lobby jumping. Even after that, I didn't go into lobbies way before then. So, I mean, it's just not something I do. I go into multiplayer if I'm passing cars, doing a trade, whatever. But as far as racing, I'll go in there if I'm testing out a tune to see what lobby I'm going in, how fast I go. But other than that, I don't even go in there and really race.
Nah. You got a fan here. Dirty Sierra's with you going, yes, Crystal, be honest. Like, tell it as it is. This is why I watch. Because of delicate situations. I like to hear honest opinions. It's awesome.
But I think I started losing interest in the game. Every time I got on, I talked to my friends or whatever, but I didn't feel like the turfing anymore because it was a repeat car. It was, I didn't, I don't ever do showdown unless I get really bored. I just want to ride a couple races.
Yeah.
I don't do it for the prizes. But I started losing interest. So for me, these updates they're doing or the new features, to me personally, is an extra. Is a good thing. It's going to give you more stuff to do, more activity on the game. You know what I mean? Like the stuff they want to do. That's just me personally.
And that is a good thing. But did they have to completely overhaul the whole concept of the game?
I think the reason they did it, they had to, in order to put these new features in, they had to do it. They had to change the way the game is in order to do it. Trust me, I don't want to lose my garage, but in order to add all these features, to add the globe, to add all this, they had to redo the game. I mean, that's what I believe. I think so.
You're on the bandwagon, Craig.
No, I didn't like it at first. Ask Nick. Ask Bird. I didn't like it. But I've learned to accept it, and I see the new features. But what are you going to do?
That's what I did. I learned I couldn't change nothing like it. So I accepted it. I'm going to give it a shot, but it doesn't mean I have to agree with it.
Right. But, we're just guys on a live stream. I mean, our one opinion is not going to change anything. You know what I mean? They're still going to do this update. So I think everybody has to hop in the bandwagon. You can hate it all you want. You can say RIP Racing Rivals, but hey, they're still going to come out with the update. It's like, hey, let's sign a petition to have them not do the update. Well, guess what? That's not going to do shit. They're still going to do it.
So, a lot of comments here about ghost shifting. From what we hear, ghost shifting is going to be gone in 7.0, except for in the legacy garage, because those cars are going to be there. Everyone lost.
Lobbies also.
Well.
Yeah, they're not going to get rid of all the hacks. They're not going to get rid of all the. I mean, somebody's always going to come out with a hack.
Well, sure, that's just the nature of video games. There's always going to be somebody out there exploiting. That's just what's going to happen.
And every time I lose to somebody, they're a hacker. That's just how I do it. So I'm not going to be able to, say that. Is Asher still here?
Yes, indeed. I'm still here, Craig.
Go ahead, Silent Bob. So I'm Asher.
I'm proud of you, Craig. You're going to actually sound monotone tonight.
You got me all excited.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. All right, guys, that's it for tonight's live stream.
Thanks.
But
who was saying that with these updates? I think it was somebody in the live chat. With the ghost shifting, and I think in order to get rid of the ghost shifting, I'm sure somebody's going to come out and find a way, or a couple cars to ghost shift. I'm sure somebody's going to do it with all these people that play on the computer. But I don't know. I think in order to get all these extra activities, extra reason for me to get on the game, they do need to overhaul. My opinion, but it's like assholes. Everybody has one, so.
yeah, and if
The
you're
only
lucky.
thing that burnt me out was the tuning. I can't stand a tune. I hate tuning cars.
I'm with you, Crystal. Crystal, I'm totally with you here. I despise repairing cars, and I despise tuning cars. Some people love it, and it's just like, to me, it's a chore. I hate sitting there.
All the builders away.
I hate sitting in my garage tuning cars, going this one here, then going to the next part, and having to go through 30 parts for one car just to repeat it a day later, and then to repeat that a day later. It absolutely, it just kills me. Like, I hate it. That's the one thing in the game I despise, is tuning, and I wish there was a way to get rid of it. Like,
yeah,
I wish it would.
When you get a car, can it already be tuned?
Or even have.
You put the one record tune on it, give everybody the same shot, and go for it.
Or have a.
Who's gonna tune the road record tune for everyone now?
Well, I don't mind that, but
I'm not a tuner.
I wish there was a way.
Other people's tunes to run, so.
I wish there was a way you could. I wish there was a way you could have. You could have all the parts with all of the, stage 1, stock, stage 1, 2, A, B, all of the parts on one menu, and you could just easily quick, tap and click on every single one that you want, and then hit install. And you could install them all. So you could basically install one car in a matter of, seconds. Just go this A, B, B, A, C, C, A, S, A, stage 2, boom, and hit install, and have it done for that whole car in one shot, rather than to have to go through each part and then choose stage 2, then go back to the next part. Stage 2, next part, stage 2, back and forth. It's such a freaking chore. I hate it.
Especially when you do this quick update, right? It's even worse.
What's that?
There's a quick update, right, for stage 1 and stage 2.
Yeah, but you still say there's multiple. Say you don't want. Say you're tuning a car for turf. Some of them are stage 1, some are stock, some are pro, some are this. You still have to go in through individually each line for each part, and then choose whether it's stock, stage 1, stage 2, A, B, C. If they had them all laid out, I could write them out on a piece of paper and have it all the options right there. So you could just highlight stock for that part, stage 2 for that. This part here is A, that one's A, that's C, that's stock, and then hit down at the bottom, tune, and have it go. And on to the next car.
That's my biggest problem, waiting for the install times.
I hate
then
it.
You have to go back to the car. It's stupid. When
you
first get a car, most stock cars, if you're going to do it that way, you have to at least hit 5 buttons to even get that car started.
Lit to Bro knows my pain.
And then you have to do at least 7 for the second stage, and that's if you're a NOS fan, because I'm a big NOS fan. I think if a car doesn't have NOS, it's in the wrong lobby. But but then you got to go through, was it 26 to 29 parts, depending on what the car is for the final stage?
Yeah.
Which is awful.
Lit2Bro XX Lit. I agree, Piggy. Yes, I hate tuning. I wish it was just a quick way to do it. And I'm not talking about like saving a tune or something, which would be awesome if you could. But it's just even simpler than that. Just having one menu with every part there. Turbos listed out with each, you have the the up pipe, the the blower, or not the blower, the blow off valve. You have all these things, and then each one you have. So you could just click each one, highlight it, and then hit install, and it's installing everything in one shot that you want. It can calculate how much time and all that. I don't care about that. I just hate the actual time it takes me to physically go through and choose each part. A, then go back. Here, this one's C.
I go to stage 2, let it install, then I tune down whatever I need, whatever parts on it I did. I don't care how much work. I know. Trust me, I know.
It is a lot of work. I'm sorry. I just have better things I would rather be doing with the time. I don't have much time in this life. We're here for X amount of time. Tomorrow may be our time to go. Do I want to spend it tuning? No, damn it. I want to race. I want to be spending my time racing, not tuning. Please.
I know you get 4 days to tune. Well, 4.5 really.
And it takes you 4.5 just to get ready for those 3 days.
Yes.
Like,
yes, that's
serious.
I'm only racing 2 events this turf. 2 events.
There's gotta be a quicker way, so I can not, because if I'm honestly, from a game point of view, from a developer, if I'm in a lobby racing, spending money, engine damage, and I have to I'm spending gems, having fun, I'm gonna keep coming back because I'm having fun. But if I'm sitting in a lobby tuning, that game, there's a game, and I played it because the Offer Wall, it was that Game of War. And basically the Game of War was somebody found a way to make money just from tuning cars, because that's all that game is upgrading and waiting. And somebody found a way, and I just don't find that fun at all. I want to race. That's what I find fun. When is 7.0 coming? Couple of weeks, man, maybe a month. I don't know. We don't really know. Just got to kind of stay tuned and watch Carbonated's live stream. Wednesdays.
Every time somebody asks when 7.0 is coming out, I say tomorrow or next week or something. I'm going to get tired of hearing like, we don't know. No one knows.
I know.
But it's tomorrow.
All you got to do is stay tuned. Plug into Twitch, plug into their Twitter, plug into their Racing Rivals Facebook group page or whatever you call it. Watch them on Twitch, man. That's where you're going to find the information. You'll know it. If you watch any of those or check in or tune into any of those, you'll know when 7.0 is going to drop. That's all you need to know. Follow all of their...
drops, we'll put it on the Facebook group.
Yeah, we'll put it on the group.
People keep asking. I'm just going to say tomorrow.
Donna says, I think we need an undo button so when I hit the wrong button, we don't have to wait for hours to redo. Absolutely. Dude, yesterday I was trying to join Asho's car show, and I had a car that was maxed, and I wanted it in there, and he was in a 60, what were you in, a 63 or 68?
63 lobby.
Yeah. So I had to detune all these cards, and I accidentally hit the wrong thing. I was like, son of a bitch. And I wish there was a redo button or an undo button, because I was like, well, now I got to wait 4 days for that to tune, for those parts to install. So now I couldn't.
Spend gems, man. A lot bigger. Spend gems.
Of course. Spend gems, of course. I'd rather spend gems racing. I don't have a problem spending 200, 300, 400 gems or 1,000 or 1,500, but I want to spend them racing. I don't want to spend them tuning and upgrading. That's just garbage. Let me spend them tuning, having fun, so I can come back and I know my time is well spent. my time is not well spent tuning a car and spending gems to upgrade. That does not equal fun to me. Not at all.
Amen, sister. Amen.
Amen. Hallelujah. Oh my gosh. So it's not spending gems. I would spend gems all day long if I was having fun, but tuning and upgrading is not fun. And I do not spend gems upgrading and tuning because it's just not worth it to me. I'd rather get in the lobby and race. So anyways, Lit2 Bro.
Called me a
Hornball. Who said that?
Not cool, bro. No.
Who said that? Asho did?
Asho, the dude.
Oh yeah, no, I'm reading. It was down at. Yeah, well, he calls it like it is. You are a hornball.
Called me a hornball.
Hornball.
You invited me to take my pants off.
I thought that stayed between us.
I felt uncomfortable. I said I needed an adult sir.
I remember that, buddy. I remember that.
So what's all? Hold on. A month, bruh. A month. I'm just reading what All Platinum has to say. All Platinum. What's this?
He has to say a lot.
I hate that. They should have developed 7 point and told us about it so we wouldn't be hyped for nothing. Oh man, I can't wait. I'm hyped. Not for nothing, but I'm hyped. I can't wait. I want to see what 7.0 brings. Holy shnikes, guys. It's 11:15. I got to get going. I got a long day of work tomorrow. And then I'm going to be drinking Friday, drinking Saturday.
OCD is driving me nuts here. There's people bad spelling queen of RR spelled it wrong. Jesus. Excuse me.
Read my.
Yeah, I gotta get going too. My son is still up. He's in the school tomorrow.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap. So, all right, let's wrap this up here, guys. Let me just do one last. I don't know what you call it. That's not an introduction. Anyways, who with me? Crystal, aka Justice. She's with us, guys. Justice. What you?
Hello, everybody.
There you go.
And don't listen to Craig because he sends random PMs.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So, next on the list, next up is Nick. Nick, you there? You still? Are you asleep in your?
I'm still here.
I didn't know if you were asleep in your lazy boy or not.
No, I'm in my lazy boy, but I ain't sleeping.
Guys, we all know Nick, leader of Sam Crow Racing. And let's see, Craig Wood. Craig, Mr. No Pants Dance, whatever you want to call him. He's the king of the no pants dance.
I know, I'm sorry.
So there's Craig. Thanks for hanging out. And he'll be here again. Craig's here all the time. He'll be back. Don't you fret or frown. He'll be back. Last but not least, guys, fellow YouTuber, Asho Speed. Guys, Asho Speed, the King is his YouTube channel. You got to check it out. Subscribe, like, and turn those notifications on. Same here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, which I have a feeling most of you have, but if not, definitely subscribe, share the video, turn your notifications on. I'm going to be going live tomorrow, Saturday. I'll be back on Monday with Surreal with our turf guide. A lot of stuff planned. We're just going to keep following Carbonated Twitch streams with all the new information week by week by week. We'll keep you updated. We'll talk about them. You'll hear our point of view, what we think. So anyways, guys, hey, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you again. Peace out, Cub Scout.
Yeah.